What's the best kept secret on the internet? LibGen is a source to get almost every fiction or non-fiction book out there. For non-fiction, you press the See Tech button, and for fiction, you press the Fiction button. You can also get comics and textbooks, all for free. http://www.actsoffgord.com/ This website has been online since the mid-90s. It's a collection of stories from a guy working at a video game store in Canada. It's like a collection of our malicious compliance posts. The Gord is just, but ruthless. The writing style is great and the stories are usually pretty funny. Not everyone on Reddit is an unemployed virgin living in their mom's basement. I'm an unemployed virgin living in my mom's second floor. I'm an employed virgin living in my own apartment. Step up, I guess. Everybody on Reddit is a bot except you. Like the Truman Show except online. Hello, totally normal fellow human. Late to this, but after scrolling I didn't see anything about it. If you come across Reddit posts that have a bunch of deleted threads, replace the R in the URL with a C and like magic, they're all undeleted. So set it instead of Reddit along with the rest of the link. Any password that's a slight variation of the main password building block you always use, while internally making note of it. Saying to yourself, oh, that's easy. It's the regular thing, I just changed that character this time. How could I forget it? It's just the one change. The S that is on the internet. Seriously, span mirror the inbound port from your ISP through whatever you can get your hands on to do the trick and take that span port into device running Snort or something like it and sit back and watch. Then do the same thing on the inside port. Last port before going out to the internet. Find anything interesting there? I bet you will. Thanks to you Mind Chisel for catching that. We used to call mirror ports span ports from an old Cisco acronym, but that was back when I had onion on my belt because it was the style at the time. Before mirror ports we used repeaters. Yes, I'm old. Technically, every best kept secret can be easily found on one website. Go ahead and search the Library of Babel. It's an online library that contains every and any combination of the English alphabet, without special characters. It's not procedurally generated. If you search a sentence it will specifically bring up the hex, shelf, volume, and page that contains that specific sentence. Your whole life story is in that library. Your death and birth, your wedding or divorce. All of you have to do is look for it. It's like pi, but with letters. Google Docs free movies. You can type nearly any movie and put movie drive MP4. I've used it to watch Endgame in HD. There is another way with the DCLA complaints. Same format but replace drive MP4 with DCLA complaints. I'm really surprised more people don't use cashback sites when shopping online. And the people that do, usually use eBay, which isn't even that good. Be Frugal is one of my favorites, but if you are about to make a purchase, go to Cashbackwatch and type in the name of the website. It will then list sites that offer cashback. I've signed up for about 3-4 that I use the most. I know it sounds cheap but it adds up fast and it's minimal effort. If you have an Outlook account or old Hotmail email address, you don't have to pay for basic Microsoft Office. You still have to pay for Microsoft 360, but if you need just basic Word, Excel, PowerPoint then it's free. Saved me $80 a year when I figured that out. The biggest hack I've found is using the ad-based eavesdropping to my advantage. There's been multiple occasions where a conversation I've had about something results in an ad appearing on my social media. I use this to my advantage. I've learned that speaking about certain products with social media open results in ads for discounts on those said products. Usually within a week of me inquiring about an item, I will receive an advertisement with a heavy discount code. I've noticed this is especially effective with Facebook. I click on a Facebook ad for an item, add it to my cart, but do not complete the purchase. Instantly, I will receive discount codes for that item. I do almost all of my shopping this way. I decide that I want something and wait for an advertisement to give me a cheaper price on it. The spying on us is inevitable, so I might as well use it to my advantage. https://matrix.atasoftware.com/ It's the travel software that Google owns that powers all of the travel websites. You can go directly to that site and search for flights. It offers just about every search iteration that you would reasonably want, but sites like Kayak don't actually offer. For example, you can add plus days you're okay with leaving that day or the day before or 2 days before, multiple departure and arrival airports, number of layovers you're okay with, etc. You can then sort by all of those to figure out which flight works best for you. The only catch is that not every airline is included. I don't think Southwest is there, and that you can't actually book tickets through there. But it's a quick way to figure out the best flights and then you just go directly to the airline's website to order. How cursed Total Drama is. A show that's for kids and rated TV PG literally shows a dick. But since it's blurred, I guess it's okay. Very weird and not epic dudes. That Jeffrey Epstein didn't K himself. If you ever gamble online you probably have some spying software called Easner installed that the bookies use to monitor you. It's extremely invasive and worth checking your task manager for. Match betting. It's a secret that isn't so secret that is a genuine way to make money on the internet without turning it into a juice plus MLM head. Paid a big chunk of my uni fees, living fees and medical elective doing it around my studies. Travis Scott is the kid from the Reese's Puffs commercials and I'm freaking out about it. Like, why would they hide it from us? I know Travis Scott has a thing with Reese's Puffs and I just thought it was a sponsor, but that weird teenager that rapped about Reese's Puffs is actually a legend now, and this just made me realize that anyone can be anything if you put your mind to it. So, congrats Trav, you won life. The fact that you can easily pose as a free Wi-Fi at a busy innocent location, like a restaurant or hotel, and have some helpless pedestrian connect to your internet. People easily get hacked this way, but the same goes both ways unless the hacker in question is smart and covers his bases. This is why you should buy a VPN service, like NordVPN. https://pixlr.com/editor/ Pixlr Editor is a browser photo editor for all your editing needs. Have full control over your images, including layers and effects. Pixlr Editor is the most popular advanced online photo editor. No download is required, and it's 100% free. With a good pop-up blocker, Frontrow Sports streams every sporting event from pay-per-view UFC to normal televised games. You don't have to download anything, just exit the 4-8 pop-ups and it's there. Call it what you like, the internet. Matrix. Are you starting to see the similarities? But the internet is our reality. Sometimes two roads meet in the same place. Do you take a right turn? Changes things, or do you keep going down the road you're on, knowing things? And who sits in the big white room in our matrix? Time to find out. Security software, especially antivirus, is useless. It's a business model that preys on people's fears and creates false concepts of security threats in people's heads to scare them into buying better packages. This is done through scary pop-ups and ads. The nature of threats in the wild is that usually they are very tame and manageable by your browser and OS as long as you're keeping up on updates. There is literally no reason to have an antivirus program installed, especially when you're paying attention to the programs you're downloading and running. The security issues that are actual threats, sophisticated attacks, like people targeting zero-day vulnerabilities and installing crap without user interaction, can't be avoided by any antivirus software. It's just that the average user won't ever need to worry about this. Criminals don't waste tricks that good on average Joes when their crappy ad redirect links work en masse on the 10% of people still using Internet Explorer. Instead, they sell them off to other criminals, or use them to target large businesses and websites to ransom or steal info in bulk. Which brings me to my next point. The actual biggest threat to your privacy is the data being regularly stolen from websites and services you give your info to. Your password is everywhere, and anyone can likely identify you by just searching for multiple uses of it through database dumps that were made public. Using different usernames and passwords everywhere you go is the only way to avoid this preventatively, but of course that only works if you already know about it. This extremely important aspect of security isn't talked about enough. It's based on behavior and awarenesses that would be more common if people weren't kept in the dark by the security expert's trademark sign, trying to con you into giving them money. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, drop a like and subscribe. Please check out more of our videos or our playlist. It is perfect for when you want background noise or to put on when you are falling asleep. Once again, thank you and have a great day.